nagkaroon ng time na nawala yung self-worth ko.
You know, you have to work to help your husband with the finances, to help prepare finances for your children for their future.
Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, pag age mo ng 35, wala na. Para kasing etsapwera ka na.
And it feels like hindi ko alam kung paano ko mag-gain yung confidence ko. Pag naging mom na sila, parang nawawala na yung career path nila.
Kasi na-fed up ako sa sobrang traffic. So, papasok, dahil madaling araw, either mag-grab ako or mag-aangkas, which is malaki-laki yung expenses.
The time spent with your kids and family are far more important than any job title out there.
Nag-decide ako na maghanap ng online job at nakakuha nga ako. Sobrang saya ko talaga. Kaya tinulungan ko rin yung iba kong mga mommy friends at nagkaroon rin sila ng sarili nilang online job. Kaya doon ako na-inspire at nag-decide na simula ng Filipina home-based moms.
FH Moms Community was created for mothers, for single women, for women professionals and entrepreneurs, for women overseas Filipino workers, for differently abled women, and even for young at heart women. FH Moms is a women community.
Nung nagsimula yung FH Moms, hindi ko in-expect na ganito ka magiging malaki. Ngayon, meron na kaming more than 250,000 members nationwide. Dati, ang tingin ng mga tao sa amin, community lang. No? Ngayon, social enterprise na kami with different projects na tumutulong sa mga kababaihan.
We have free webinars about freelancing, entrepreneurship, parenting, and personal growth. We offer online short courses as well as mastery courses with trainers' 1-year support. We also run a scholarship program and an internship program. We also facilitate charity activities where we are joined by community members as volunteers. Job matching program is something they can also look forward to, as well as e-commerce program. And to celebrate motherhood, we also have online bootcamp for kids. We also have the computer rent-to-own program for members who need assistance in acquiring a computer set. Aspire to be a strong-willed, independent woman.
Mas gusto kong maging productive at saka naniniwala ako sa continuous learning.
Inspire other women.
Everyone was uplifting each other. Everyone was trying to help each other. In this world, you have to be more kind. You have to be more helpful because everyone is fighting their own battles, and you have to understand, you have to empathize, and that is what FH Moms is doing with all the moms out there. Even if you're not a mom, you would feel welcome.
Empower each woman to be in their fullest potential.
And most importantly, Mommy MK and the team model humility and generosity. Talagang ito yung very evident, which impacted me the most. So it gave me the desire to share freely to others what I learned freely from the FH Moms community. And I've always loved the community, the motive of the community, that is to change the world one mom at a time. Good job, FH Moms.
Aspire, inspire, empower. Nothing is stronger than a community of women lifting each other up.
To be among women who have genuinely tried to help people. This is something that I feel passionately about, and then this is something that I saw in FH Moms.
God is good. Kasi parang naturo sa akin itong FH Moms na pinakita sa akin na kahit nasa bahay ka, kahit nag-aalaga ka ng anak mo, it won't stop na dun ka lang. Yun lang yung pwede mong gawin.
Without this community, I'm not here in this situation. So FH Moms po yung nag-guide and nag-mold sa akin to be the best working at home mom I could ever be.
Ang pinakamalaking impact sa FH Moms sa akin is their quote, which is moving forward, giving back. That's the very essence of FH Moms eh.
That's what I like about this group kasi we encourage and inspire each other to keep dreaming, to chase our dreams. It's actually a big impact kasi if you are losing hope and wala ka ng gana and all, but because of this page, mapapasana all ka.
Dahil sa online job, natupad ko yung mga pangarap ko at Ang pinakapangarap ko na lang ay matupad yung pangarap ng lahat ng mga mommies. Huwag tayong titigil na abutin lahat ng mga pangarap natin, masipagan pa natin at huwag tayong susuko. Kaya kung feeling nyo hindi kayo techie, feeling nyo hindi pasok ang edad nyo para dito sa online freelancing, huwag nyong iisipin yon kasi sobrang daming opportunities ang pwedeng ibigay sa inyo online. At nandito ang Filipina home-based moms para suportahan kayo. Para sa mga naghahanap ng online job at gusto ring matuto pagdating sa online business, you can join Filipina Home-Based Moms Facebook group. My name is 𝗪𝗚𝗏𝗪𝗏, CEO and founder of Filipina Home-Based Moms, and our goal is to change lives one mom at a time.
Hello, mga momshies! Nagbabago ang set ko. Nandito pa ako sa fresh from Zagana hosting. Ayan. Hello po, kumusta po kayong lahat, mga momshies? Sana ay mabuti po kayo at okay na okay. Today is Friday, but we will make sure na this will be a very productive night para sa inyo. Dahil tonight, we will be discussing on how to create a powerful banner on LinkedIn, di ba? Nakakatuwa naman kasi because talagang we're very thankful that we have speakers who will be teaching us and help us para lalong mag-stand out nga ang ating profile sa LinkedIn. Kasi alam naman natin na LinkedIn is the largest, professional network that we have to be in para we can attract potential clients and who knows, we can enlarge our networks through LinkedIn. Ayan. So, pwede bang mag-shout out muna tayo sa mga momshies? Comment down where you are watching. Gusto kong mabasa muna. Can we flash ang mga momshies natin na nanonood tonight? Saan kayo ngayon? Ako, live na live pa dito sa Las Piñas. Oo, mamayang 9 o'clock after this. Pauwi pa lang ako ng Marikina. So, sabi ni Mami Aaron Eugenio, watching from Cagayan de Oro. Hello po, Mami Aaron. Sino pa? Let's read two more. From Pampanga, si Mami Rinalyn Bueza. Hello, hello. Napakasipag ng mga natin, mga momshies ha. I'm sure yung iba dito na umattend pa sa ating 9 o'clock to 4 p.m. na 9 to 4 p.m. na marathon. Ayan. Okay, sige, isa pa. Si Mami. Ayan, meron pa ba tayong comments kung nasaan sila ngayon? Si Mami Joy Binayan Agbayani Ramos, joining from Davao City. Ayan. So, hindi ko na patatagalin pa. Let me introduce our speakers for tonight. Of course, nakikita na natin siya. She has done several webinars with us. At I'm very sure we will look forward yung mga susunod pa nating webinars with her. Ayan, she is top 1 of the 100 most influential Filipino women on LinkedIn. Let us welcome Miss Wandalyn Tan Kalupi.
Salamat, Mami Rufi.
Good evening po.
Good evening. And I would like mabuti. I'm very happy to be here. Salamat for having me.
Yay! And also, let me introduce our international speaker for tonight. She is known as a creative designer and also the Canva Queen. And let us welcome Miss Stephanie, fresh from South Africa, on the other side of the world. Hi, Miss Stephanie. How are you?
Hello, Mami Ruth. Very well. Thank you. And yourself?
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much for having me.
We really look forward to a very productive Friday night with you, Miss Stephanie and Miss Wanda. So I'll give the floor to you, to both of you women, and we'll see you later. Okay? Bye!
Thank you, Mami Ruth. I think before I give the floor to Stephanie, I want to just give 3 C's and why it's important to have a powerful LinkedIn banner. When I started my journey on LinkedIn 1.5 years ago, I was nobody. Like nobody knows me. I know I have very limited connections and all, but I think what worked well for me on LinkedIn also, having a powerful brand by having a powerful LinkedIn banner. And what are the 3 C's for you to have a LinkedIn banner? Because for me, I think one of the criteria and one of the very good things that I did on LinkedIn is being active and engaged, and of course having that powerful banner. And it's about three C's. Number one, clarity. I know I did 2 webinars already for FH Moms, but I want to reiterate about the power of clarity. If you are clear in terms of why do you want to create a banner, do you want people to follow you? Do you want people to download your book? Do you want to establish your credibility? Do you want to build your brand? Because the moment you are clear what message you want to communicate to every person or possible connection or opportunity on LinkedIn, that's the best way for you to create a banner aligned with the clear goals that you have in mind. So clarity. Second thing, it's also about consistency. We always talk about branding, right? The branding that is about your color coding, the color palette that you're using, and also the branding about the message that you want to communicate. And it's all about communicating. Do you want to communicate what people say about you? In which case, you can put a banner with a testimonial. Do you want to communicate your favorite quote? Because I've seen also on LinkedIn, a lot of people put their favorite quotes on LinkedIn. And some people also put their mission. And last but not the least, other than clarity and consistency with your brand, it's also, I think, about creativity. The good thing about LinkedIn, it's like, your banner is like a landing page. So you can keep on changing it depending on your goals. You might be promoting an event now, or you might be promoting your course, your program. You might be promoting your services. So be creative enough to keep on changing, aligned, of course, with your clear goals and aligned with the consistent branding and messages that you want to target for your specific audience and clients. And now, first, I would like to thank Stephanie for allowing for being here with me. Stephanie, it's all to you. She's the Canva queen and she'll guide us more. How can you create a powerful banner on LinkedIn?
Thank you very much, Coach Wanda. Much appreciated. And lovely ladies, it's so nice to have you, to be here with you all. And I hope I can do justice to all of you for offering up your free time like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share my screen with you, and so that we can share my entire screen. Okay, so I'm hoping that this is what you're seeing at the moment. I'm not, I know the Facebook group is a little bit slow in showing what we're seeing. So anyway, first and foremost, what we're going to be doing is when we log into Canva is create a design. Now, if we know what the area is where we're going to be designing, we're going to simply click in a type in the LinkedIn banner, and as you can see, it's over there. Now, I don't agree with the size of the first one. You can see there, it's 2000 by 600. That's not correct. That's not the size that we want to do. We want to do the size 1584 by 396 pixels, and that is the one that we're going to be clicking on. So click on the second one and it will open up a new blank canvas for us like this. Now this is the standard optimized size that is going to be perfect for your LinkedIn banner. Now the first thing that we want to do is obviously change our background color to something that is on brand. Now I have previously set up my brand kit, which you can do on the home screen of Canva. And now I'm going to simply start building, but I cheated a little bit over here in that I have previously created something that is going to be useful for where I'm going. So at the moment, I am promoting a boot camp, a Build Confidence with Canva boot camp that I'm running at the end of the year. And the graphics that I have already started creating around that already has something in place. So this is basically what it looks, but you can see that the sizing is completely different to what we're going to be looking at over here. Now also try and keep in mind that when you start designing your banner, that this is going to be where your profile picture is. And I'm going to leave it over there. And I'm going to, let's just add another circle in there. So when we look at the profile on our mobile, our profile picture is going to be roundabout over there. Now, the nice thing about Canva is that it can give us a where we can design within the margin itself. So simply click on File and then Show Margins, and there it is over there. Now, personal preference for me is that I like to have another photograph of myself in the right-hand corner over here, something that differs from the left-hand photo that is my profile photo. So for the simple reason, so for want of a, to make it easy, I am simply going to go to a folder that I have previously created with some profile photos of myself. So let's just take that one and put that over there. Now, what I do is, first and foremost, I actually just start placing my elements. So there's no perfect placing at this point in time. I may even change that photograph. At this point in time, I don't know yet where I'm going with this, but what I do want to have is I want to have the writing that I have going over here. So I'm just simply going to copy and paste it over there. Let's just make this smaller so it goes in there. Now, of course, you can actually just do absolutely anything that you want. So you don't need to start with pre-designed text or anything like that for that matter. So building confidence with Canva, bootcamp, and that's the text that we're going to use. So obviously this is too large. It's going to absolutely overpower the banner itself, which is not something that we want to do. We want something that is going to be flowing as well as softer for the banner itself. So I would suggest that you do something that is going to be in line always with that which builds your brand. So just simple placement. Now you can, of course, place all sorts of other things over here on the left-hand side of the banner itself, depending on what it is that you want to do. And let's take a step back. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this in front of so many people from a different country. It's always been in my country. So forgive me for being a little bit nervous over here. What we don't want to do is have our photograph over there, and let's just position that like that. So our photograph is hiding behind where our profile photo is. You see how unprofessional that will look, and having too much text on the banner itself. So simply, and for that reason, I prefer to have the photograph on the right-hand side with your profile photo on the left-hand side, and sometimes it's in the middle as well. Now that we've got the basic of what it is that we want our banner to look like, now you can start embellishing and adding elements in that's going to add value to your brand. Remember, this is always about adding value to you as a person. And remember that you as a person, you are your brand. If you're not going to be staying on brand and doing something that completely is not in line with where you find yourself, what you're offering to have around is going to be doing you more damage than good at the long run. All right. So as you can see, I'm literally just starting to play around. The margin that we've got going over here is simply just as a guide. We are going to be playing around. I'll share with you how we're going to start, how we're going to make sure that everything fits together when we upload it to the to LinkedIn itself. Now, as you can see over here, we have various text sizes and text and fonts as well. If you've got your brand kit set up on the home screen of Canva, make sure that your fonts that you're going to use enhances your brand message. Now, my brand message is always about having fun and being bright and bold and in your face and just being out there. And I'm always talking visibility to all of my clients. So it's very important to be visible, but on brand visible. So your font, your main font needs to be something that is going to be complementary to your other fonts as well. Let's just move that up a little bit. So you can see over here, my main message is building confidence, and which is why I've added it into my my brand fonts. Is my main font is Anton, and it is quite large because that is my main message as well. Canva obviously is another focal point of the design itself, because this is where we're going with it. The other font that we've got going over here can be any of the brand fonts that you have, or maybe you want to go with a different font altogether. It's entirely up to you. So just make sure that all of your fonts that are the same, that are not your main message, will be the same size. So this one we've got is 45.6 and that one 44.6. So let's make this one 45.6 as well. It's literally just a tiny little bit that we're going to add there as well. And of course, we're going to want to always in all of our social media images, we always want to add a call to action. So I can add, let's just get all of this copied across, Control C, and let's just put that over there as well. And that's if it even shows. There it shows. So we don't have to show this in a too bold. Just have that over there. Maybe that's too small, too big, because it's not doing the photograph there any favors. So let's just move that down to there. And now always add a call to action. So DM me for details, and we're going to change the font on that to something that is still on brand, but that's completely different, and move that down and keep it aligned. Maybe not make it so big, like that. And there we've got a very, very basic LinkedIn banner that is going to be suitable for advertising my Build Confidence with Canva bootcamp. That's on the 6th to the 10th of December 2021. And there's my call to action, always very important. And also just make that in your brand colors as well. Now, the embellishments that you can place over here doesn't need to be huge. I love part of my brand is the Cosmos flower, like this. Let me just flip it around, not that, like that. Whoops, like so. So part of my brand is the Cosmos flower because I like the simplicity of it. I like the uncomplicated message that is the Cosmos flower. So I can just add that in there. If I've got line drawings like this, I can simply just enlarge that, make it quite large, put that to the back, right to the back like that, and like that. Change the color to a brand color and change the transparency because this is not, we don't want it to stand out too much. So a little bit of embellishment can go over there. It is very large and in charge. Let's just maybe take that one and perhaps add that it just sits over there. Once again, change the brand color to that. And we don't need to change the transparency too much because it is relatively small. So now there is our banner. Remove the photographs like that. Now we can simply just move our assets around a little bit to maybe just make it a little bit more impactful, like this. And this is where we are at this point in time. So now simply download it, not schedule, download. And I'm just going to download it to my desktop so it's easy to add from there. I'm hoping that you are all still with us. I see we've got 51 people watching. I'm just jumped up to 54. I'm just looking to the side over here where my phone is just to see if there are any questions at this point in time, because as I'm sharing a screen, I have no questions. So let's just put that over there and do that down there. Take that down, and this should be the screen that we are now going to be seeing. So to simply click, change your banner, click on the little pen icon on the that's on your existing banner over there, like that, and change photo. And it is now going to take its time. Isn't that always the case? Something takes its time like that. Let's just go to desktop, and there's the bootcamp, and then it hops up in place, and it is nearly perfect. So now we can simply drag to reposition. But as you can see, because we've got the size absolutely perfect, there's not a lot of repositioning that needs to be done. So you want to not zoom in because it's going to diminish the message that we have for the banner itself. And then you simply just click on apply, and your banner is going to change any moment now, and there's the banner. So now you can see there's a little bit of embellishment on the corner over here to not make it look so bare. This is what it looks like with it just sticking out like this. So perhaps now what we can do, because this looks very, very out of place, we can go back to our design and make this a little bit larger and put it there. And let's just make it less transparent like this, so that it's not quite so bare in that specific position. And then we'll simply download it again, and it should go back to the desktop, and we'll replace it. like that, and then go back to the banner itself. Click on the pen. Let's change the photo and double click. And there, that looks a lot better. Wouldn't you agree with me? That looks a lot better. And then simply click apply. And in a moment, this will disappear, and there it just looks so much better. And that really is as simple as it is to make sure that your LinkedIn banner is going to be on brand, as well as advertising that which you are going to be sharing with your audience in every single post that you're going to be placing out there. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to ask if there are any questions. If you wouldn't mind just sharing with us your questions, I'm happy to answer anything that you have for us. So if there are any questions, Coach Wanda, perhaps you'd want to come back at this point in time as well.
Yes, Stephanie, thank you for that. What I love about what you share, it's about, the simplicity, the alignment, and the creativity. For me, I just normally use a banner. I use the template banner for LinkedIn, and I just play around. And I never knew about that, the perfect size, right? I always have to reposition it. And that's very good to know when you say you have to use the 1584 by 397 on Canva. And I think, you always emphasize the branding, the color, the font, the messaging, which is very good. I think I will have a question myself because see, I know you, let's say for people who wants a download, right, of a book. Like for example, I know Stephanie, you're offering a free book for FH moms, right? Can you show us, on Canva, what's the best way? Because I know the LinkedIn banner is not something that you can click, but how can you make it appealing so that people will be encouraged to download your free book? And maybe you can share us your free book also, the link here, so they can start downloading if they want a copy of your book.
All right. I unfortunately I cannot share the download link for the free download.
Okay, it's here now. It's flashing on the screen.
Yes, that's the free download. So the free download over here is quite simply named, and very aptly named as well, 6 tips to create kick-ass and on-brand designs for social media. Now, let's be honest, some of us make mistakes with design all the time. So we're going to look at sizing, we're going to look at across social media platforms, which sizes work best for which platforms, making sure that everything is properly aligned, making sure that our colors work, our fonts work. There's a lot of extra work that I can share at a later stage with anybody who may have a question or two. But you have to look at the download in order to see that which you are struggling with. Because remember, design is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Design is where you are on your personal journey as well in Canva itself. Maybe you don't know anything about fonts and you don't know how to apply the various fonts. Maybe you don't know about alignment or sizes even for that matter. Because let's be honest, when we all start designing our own visuals, we just do absolutely anything and everything to get something out there. Now, Wanda, you mentioned that you prefer to work off of a template.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to start working off a template. But keep in mind, Canva has 65 million monthly users in 190 countries. Chances are that any number of people who see your design is going to look at it and say, I've seen that design before. I've seen that template. I've seen that design before. They're not going to say they've seen the template before, but because they have template in their mind's eye, they're going to say that they've seen the design before, even if they haven't. The point of a template is there to guide you. It's up to us as individual designers and social media managers and social media coaches and whatever it is that we want to do, even just a user, to change the template completely so that it's not recognizable anymore as a template as such. Because, and the reason why, our audience become blind to templates. And the last thing we want on social media is for someone to just scroll past us. We want them to stop and take a look and see what we've got going for them. So, and this is where the download comes in. It shares all of this information with you so that your journey in Canva and in design does not start like my journey in design. My journey in design was a disaster. When I first came across Canva, I designed the worst images that you can ever imagine. It was horrible, but I had to learn. I really had to learn. I don't come from a design background. I'm an administrator, and that's really where my background is from. So design is something that I've learned, but it's something that I'm absolutely passionate about as well, because I'm very visually orientated. And if your audience is visually orientated as well, they're going to want to see something that is going to jump off the screen at them, going to make them stop and actually focus on that which you've got going over there. So templates are absolutely perfect to start with, but always, always, always make it your own. Don't just post a template. If there's one thing that you take away from tonight, it's don't use a template.
Thank you for that, Stephanie. I love that, and I think what what you shared in terms of how to be creative. I was like, wow, I haven't used that functionality in Canva. Just listening to you really helped me out. And I think what I want to tell also other mothers, specifically because the community of Filipino home-based moms are those who are offering virtual assistant services. And I think what I also found very interesting, some profiles on LinkedIn have testimonials at the top of their LinkedIn banner, right? And then a call to action to send them a message if they want to understand about their products and services. I think that would be also a good model for those people who want to get more clients from LinkedIn, maybe a testimonial from your client. What they said best about you can attract more people to connect with you, right?
Absolutely, I have to agree with you. Testimonials are so valuable and so underrated as well. And if we're going to be placing your testimonial on your banner, where you're asking for people to invest in your business by investing in their own business at the same time, testimonials are the best way to do that. And you can creatively add your testimonial in your banner.
That's good. That's good. I remember when I started, I put those, where those magazines or articles or websites where I get featured. If you want to establish credibility in the beginning, right? You want to first mention where you're featured at, where people have seen you. That's what I learned in the beginning. But I think now, as I evolve, the good thing about LinkedIn banners, you can keep on changing it as and when your goals change. And Mommy Ruth, if there are any questions from the mothers, we would love to hear them now. So we would answer any question that they have about the LinkedIn banners.
Yes, sure, sure. We'll be reading questions from our mommy viewers. So, can we have our first question, please? I know that they have a lot of things to ask you, Mommy Wanda and Miss Stephanie, and I've also learned a lot tonight. It's not just putting a lot of details in your banner is important. It's more of the simplicity, the brand that you are trying to promote or project to your potential clients. That is the most important. Okay, so can we have our first question? Can we flash it in? Okay. From Mommy Tiana Jane Y. Pugna. If you're not promoting anything, how often do you suggest changing the banner? Oh, very interesting question. Okay, Miss Stephanie, how often should we change the banner in LinkedIn on LinkedIn?
You know what? Changing the banner on LinkedIn is absolutely 100% your own choice. If you've got nothing to promote, you can perhaps put in a thought of the month, a motivational message of the month. If you're not promoting anything as such, promoting motivation is huge, because at the end of the day, as an online business owner, sometimes my motivation dips a little bit. And when I click on a profile and I see something that really just resonates with me, even if it is just a motivation, it adds so much more personality to you as the person whose profile I'm clicking on. So it doesn't have to be anything specifically that you're advertising. It can be, as Coach Wanda suggested, be a testimonial. It can be something like I do that I'm promoting at the moment. It can be a motivational message. It can even just be something that you yourself have found interesting and want to share with the world. Because remember, every person who clicks on your banner wants to know more about you. And what better way to do that than sharing on your banner itself? I hope that answered your question.
Okay, thank you, Miss Stephanie. How about Mommy Wanda, Miss Wanda? Would you like to add more or something about yeah.
Thank you. I think I fully agree with Stephanie. What she said, your LinkedIn banner is yours. That is why in the beginning I said it's all about clarity. What is your purpose? What do you want from LinkedIn? Because if you are clear what you want to achieve from LinkedIn this month, then from the moment you design your banner, maybe you don't have to change anything because you have no personal goals, right? On LinkedIn, you just want to be there, you just want to interact. Then you can just put your mission or vision, or just Stephanie said, a quote, your favorite quote, you can put it. But if you do have specific goals in mind, like promoting events, sharing some webinars that you want to invite people to, your programs. So I think once you have that clarity of your goal, it's already easy for you to understand, when should I be changing my banner? So the banner will always align with your goals also.
Wow. Okay. I think I have a question. Miss Stephanie and Miss Wanda, my question for you guys is that um, what are the common mistakes that LinkedIn users do whenever they create their banners? Oh,
Stephanie,
Miss
I think you're
Stephanie,
on mute.
Sorry.
I think you're on mute.
There's too much information on the banner. Remember, if we bombard people with information on any design, and this is across all social media, if you give them too much information, they become disorientated and not sure what exactly it is that you're trying to do. So keep your message as simple as possible with as few words as possible. You don't want to have too many words on social media graphics that is going to be distracting your audience. And that's really the best advice I could give anybody for any social media graphic, not only just the LinkedIn banner.
Anything that you would love to add, Miss Wanda? Thank you, Miss Stephanie.
I think one of the common mistakes I see on LinkedIn is, number one, people don't have banner. Right, Stephanie? Some people on LinkedIn, if you look at them, you know right away that they're not optimizing their profiles and their brand on LinkedIn if they don't have a banner. It's just the standard normal LinkedIn blue or some, there's a standard LinkedIn banner if you don't put anything. So that's number one. You don't use the banner. Number two, if you don't utilize the banner aligned with your purpose, because sometimes there are too many things there, right? I used to have that same problem. I put the information where I got featured, where I got featured in the magazine article, and then I also put a testimonial there and then my picture, and then at some point I was like, I feel overwhelmed. As Stephanie said, it has to be very simple. So I don't think you need to put everything there. If you want to establish credibility or trust, then stick with testimonials, right? If you want to promote your events, then put an event banner. So have have a simple banner where people can right away connect and understand what do I need to do when I see Wanda's banner, right? Do I just need to follow her, download her book, hire her for her services? So have the top of the mind goal, and then create a banner with that. So I think because too many goals also creates chaos in the mind of people who will connect with your any
Absolutely.
potential client.
Wow, I love
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Do we still have more questions from our mommy viewers? I think they're still processing and ayun, okay, we have another question from Mommy Christine Marie Asanyon. Hi, Miss Stephanie. What branding idea for banner do you suggest for those new in LinkedIn and still building their profile? Wow. I think this one we should also ask Miss Wanda's answer with this question from Mommy Christine. Okay. We'll start with Miss Stephanie. Ma'am, what would you like
Thank
to
you.
tell to Mommy Christine?
Mommy Christine, if you're new to LinkedIn and still building your profile, you can have a very simple banner that is going to show a little bit of your personality. And it doesn't have to be a motivation quote. It doesn't have to be a service or anything, because you're literally just starting out. But have some personality in there. Your some color, a little bit of graphics, a little bit of something about you. I'm not saying place there, I am Mommy Christine and I am going to be helping XYZ do whatever it is under the sun. That's not what I mean. It needs to just be simple and attractive. And simple and attractive is so easily attainable with everything that Canva offers us. Even if you just change the color of the banner itself to not be just plain white, something a little softer, and some graphics that you play around with transparency and with layering, not something that will assault the eyes, because that's not what we want to do, but really just show your personality, show who you are. If you're a fun and vibrant and vivacious person, then do that. Then be absolutely in your face out there. But if you're not, then go with what works for you. Coach Wanda, you agree?
Yeah, definitely. I think everything starts with, foundation, right? And the basic foundation is always, it's authenticity, regardless of which social media platform you are using. And being authentic, it's all about establishing a professional brand and image, right? But also showing about the authentic you. So if you can, like Stephanie uses this Cosmo flowers, right? Because that is her brand, that is her favorite thing to do. Now, Mommy Chrissy, maybe you ask yourself, what is the thing that I love about, right? What am I really passionate about? Because if you can put some pictures which really tells right away who you are and what you do, and I think that's very easy. And I think on LinkedIn, it's not about, if even if you're just starting, that's actually very good. If you start it right, you don't have, there's a quote, right? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So if you start using LinkedIn, even if you're just starting, but if you have one testimonial on LinkedIn in your recommendation and use that as your testimonial in the header, and if you intend to get clients, that itself is a strong proof enough. Because I think what is very important on LinkedIn is create interest, create an interesting banner that will invite people to read through who you are in your about page, and browse through the full profile that you do. So create an interesting profile. And normally I think what I've seen also in some of the profile banner, there's a question, like for example, do you want, like what I use now, do you want to find the right career for you? Then I said, I just put a small button to say discover how how to find more joy and meaning in your life. So people might be thinking, how can she help me, right? What is she talking about finding joy and meaning? Then she will browse through my about, which, well, where I talk more about what am I doing on those space. So create curiosity, I'll say, if you're just starting. And now, if your goal is just to build your following, creating curiosity is the best. If your goal right away is to get clients, then I think having those testimonials is a great proof already. If you just wanna collect email or collect leads, then maybe getting a free download of whatever material or book or cheat sheet that you have will be a best advantage for you to get it, started right.
Wow, this is very interesting topic, and I know most of the mommies would love to ask questions from you, Mommy Wanda and Miss Stephanie, but unfortunately, we don't have enough time. So I guess, can you please promote, maybe before you give your message or your tips to all our viewers tonight, Miss Stephanie and Miss Wanda, please, if you have social media pages that you want to promote, an upcoming event, or maybe, where can we follow you, and um, maybe we can see your profile as our inspiration to improve making our banners on LinkedIn. Please promote it now. I'll start with Miss Stephanie.
Thank you, Mommy Ruth. Yes, in the download that we have previously provided you the link of, all of my contact details is right at the back of the download itself. You can follow me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm practically all over the place. I do have a YouTube channel as well. I don't know whether it's in there, but you're welcome to pop me a message, and I will direct you to my YouTube channel as well. Then I've got an event coming up, as you saw on my banner, in December, from the 6th to the 10th of December. It's called the Build Confidence with Canva Bootcamp, and it is it's to help online business owners such as all of ourselves who are not comfortable putting out design on social media. It's building confidence over a 5-day period. Every day there's a tiny little task that will literally help you go and take that extra step towards being confident in putting out your own visual content on social media. And I'd really like it if you would all to join. It's 5 days, it's 30 minutes a day, and that's really the time investment. I don't want you to spend hours and hours on it, because then you're going to fall down the Canva rabbit hole and you're going to tell me I am to blame. And I absolved myself completely from all blame. But yes, please, by all means, join me in the Build Confidence with Canva Bootcamp. I've got some huge more tips in there as well. Reach out to me on social media. I'm happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much, Mommy Ruth.
And of course, what will be your final message to our mommies, and any tips or advice that you would love to give them?
My final message to you is, do not be afraid to try. Remember that to fail is not, fail itself means first attempt in learning. We're not failing. It's part of the learning process. Don't be scared to try out something new in Canva itself. Canva is very forgiving. You can take things away after you've put them on, and you can change it around, and you can actually teach yourself how to be a very, very confident designer in Canva. You may not even need my help. Just keep playing and keep practicing, and don't be afraid to fail, because remember, to fail is just your first attempt in learning. Thank you very much for having me here with you guys today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yes, we look forward to another session with you, Miss Stephanie, and of course with Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda, please promote your upcoming event. I know that you have this special class exclusively for our FH Moms members. And baka po meron pa po kayong gustong i-promote na activities in the coming days or weeks. And also your message.
Thank you, Mami Ruth. And again, thank you, Stephanie. I really asked Stephanie to join me because if there is somebody who can do best about teaching your LinkedIn banner, it's not me, it's Stephanie. So thank you, Stephanie, for being here, for joining me today. I would just like to invite you, moms. We have upcoming program, LinkedIn Personal Branding Mastermind for Moms with FH Moms. You can go for the waitlist first. We are opening our doors sometime in January because I know this last few months is very busy. So we are opening the doors already for waitlisting. Together with Virginia Bautista, we will be with you 2 to 10 minutes a day for the next 31 days. And every week we're going to have a live career and of course LinkedIn coaching call because Miss Virginia Bautista, the LinkedIn expert in the Philippines, will tell you more about LinkedIn. And on my side, I'll share whatever I know from the career perspective and my journey on LinkedIn. And please follow me and Stephanie on LinkedIn. And we would love to understand, to hear, to get some recommendations or endorsement of how you found this training useful. And I think my last message is about, if you really want to achieve anything in life, including creating a powerful LinkedIn Canva, a powerful LinkedIn banner. It's all about 3 C's. It's about clarity of what you want to achieve. It's about consistency and alignment in everything that you do. And it's all about creativity. There's no right or wrong, right? Stephanie said. It's all about you continuously, creating and unleashing those creativity that you have within, because that's the best gift that you can give to the world, is being yourself. Thank you, Mami Ru, for having us again.
Yay! Thank you very much, Miss Wanda and Miss Stephanie. Naku mga mommies, let's look forward, save the date, because next month we will also have another run of webinar together with Miss Wanda. Pakatutukan niyo po yan. Miss Wanda and Miss Stephanie, thank you very much, and I hope you'll have a great day. See you again soon. Bye! And mga mami, so we'll be reading your takeaways ha. Magbabasa kami at least 3 to 5 takeaways. Again, we'll promote the free download from Miss Stephanie. Can we flash it again? Ayan, if you want to know more of, she is considered as a Canva queen, creative designer. So please download. This is free. www.subscribepage.com/D6Y3A3. And please don't forget to follow them on LinkedIn. Yes, on December. This December, may bootcamp po si Miss Stephanie. Again, if you want to know more of this, please go to www.subscribepage.com/build-confidence-with-Canva. And please do like and follow them. Follow them on LinkedIn. So again, it's Miss Wanda. Yes, Miss Stephanie, it's linkedin.com/in/step WIUM dash simply on demand slash, and of course Miss Wanda, yan, linkedin.com/in/coach Wanda slash. And again, yung bit.ly, if you want to be on the waitlisted students for the exclusive program ni Miss Virginia Bautista and Miss Wanda, our link is bit.ly/LinkedIn Mastermind. Okay, meron ba tayong takeaways? Let's read the 3 takeaways tonight bago tayo magtapos. Ayan. So, yun. Let's remember, ako ang takeaway ko, 3 C's. Clarity, creativity, and also yung alignment na tinatawag ni Miss Wanda, di ba? It's more of the simplicity, not only yung ang daming info na ilalagay mo, but it's how you would create curiosity to your potential client. Ayan. Meron ba tayong takeaways mula sa mga mommies natin? Okay, we'll be reading your takeaways, mga momshi. Ayan, maraming salamat sa pagtutok sa atin, ha. Again, on Sunday, we are live for the Mamathon. So that will be the pitching day ng 13 teams natin. And we will also be announcing the winner for the startup team na mananalo ng 10,000 pesos plus na prizes pa po mula sa ating mga sponsors. Okay, sabi ni Mami Darling Nonateves, don't be afraid to fall, for falling is the beginning of learning. Agree. Okay, next tayo. Di ba, parang, sabi ni Facebook user, thank you! Okay, last one. Do we still have more? Okay, ako, natuwa ko yung sinabi na don't, parang, experiment, keep on experimenting sa Canva, and instead of using yung templates, nahiya naman ako doon. Instead of using templates, create your own design daw. Okay, mula kay Mami Aaron Eugenio, when you fail, you learn. Ayan. So, dahil dyan, maraming salamat po sa pagtutok sa atin ngayong gabi, mga Momshies. Pakatutukan po muli kami sa mga susunod pa nating webinars dito po sa FH Moms. And again, ako po si Mami Ruth, at maraming salamat. Have a great weekend. Ingat po tayo. Bye!
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo.
FH Moms Radio, changing lives, one mom at a time. Moving forward, giving back with FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to.
Tara na mga mamshi, mami, nanay o mama, andito na ang FH Moms makakasama. Ang online radio na magbibigay advice at mga kwento na siguradong mapapanay. Ito ay hindi lang basta mga chikahan, andito sila upang ikaw ay gabayan. Turuan ng mga tips sa paghahanap buhay at maging isa ka sa successful na nanay. O diba? Kaya saan ka pa? Basta ikaw ay momshi, dito bida ka. FH Moms Radio, number 1. Ito ang online radio ng sangkanan na yan. Di ka lang basta nanay, ikaw ay super nanay. Para sa pamilya ang lahat ay iaalay. Lahat ibibigay, lahat ay kayang gawin. Ang iyong pagiging nanay lalo pang palakasin.
FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to. Mga mamshi, tara na, dito'y bidang-bida ka. Ipagmalaki natin na tayo'y magigiting nga ina. Mga mami, tara na, dito'y bidang-bida ka. Ipagmalaki natin na tayo'y magigiting nga ina.
FH Moms Radio.
Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to. Tara na tumutok na sa FH Moms Radio. Habang ika'y nagre-relax sa bahay mo. Marami kang matututunan dahil di lang basta chikahan. FH Moms Radio, mga mamshi ating to.
Tambay na! Nagbabalik ang FH Moms Radio.